Hey everybody, this is a new one for me. I don't typically do react videos, and I don't typically watch Nintendo Directs. I'm not really a news aggregator. There we go, I can talk. It's not, after dinner and I'm getting sleepy. But there was something that caught my eye as I'm watching the replays, and it's something I thought that Nintendo would have done long ago. Since they already have the NES and SNES, I thought, this one would have been obvious, like to Captain Obvious. And it's Game Boy and Game Boy Advance emulation. And wow, I talk about it all the time. The original Game Boy was my first actual console, and I have been wondering, why haven't they done this before? It seems like it would be easy and a no-brainer, but it's taken this long. It's what, going on 7 years now with the Switch, and their most basic games they haven't put on there. So let's check out the Direct. This one's a short one, and now this isn't like a very true, because I couldn't believe it. And so let's get into this, because I love this. I wish my Game Boys looked this good. So love that sound. Got this.
Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online.
And see, I didn't really play this Zelda game, but Tetris. Oh, I know that you got Tetris games on the Switch already, but you think this basic one would just be an easy setup. And I'm sure kids, I know my nephew doesn't really like doing this. I played this game forever. 6 golden coins. Wario cheats. I always say that. Yeah, I didn't do Link and DX. I don't know why. I just never had it. When Game Boy Color games, and when they come up, I'll definitely be talking about that. I don't know Gargoyles. I don't know if it's the Game & Watch. I never really did Game & Watch games. Just something I haven't gone through. Alone in the Dark, I do know Alone in the Dark. It's been a long time, and just if you look at the graphics of the Game Boy Color, it's actually very surprising. Another Metroid. Metroid is really making a comeback. I wouldn't be surprised if they, do a lot more. Wario. Oh, I love this game. I really did love this game. I haven't ever gone into Kirby. I don't know why. No clue why I don't get into Kirby. Of course, original Mario, and here they're showing that you can choose through 3 different, filters. And look at this. Like, they couldn't have done that already. Like, just take up part of the screen. And so right there. So the Zeldas. I have those Zeldas games right now, and it's like, how hard could that really be to emulate these games? Like, literally, emulators for Game Boy, Game Boy Color, NES, SNES have been around since like the late 90s. At least as far as I know, that's basically when I got on the internet. And it's taken Nintendo forever with this. And I might still do this video, but the video's premise was like, I got bored of Animal Crossing, but I have City Folk and New Leaf. Why haven't they ported that over? Like, Nintendo is leaving a lot of money on the table because they're not bringing the old games back, which they did for Virtual Console. And while I'm not the biggest fan of rebuying games from Nintendo, especially since I bought them on Virtual Console and I bought them on the eShop that's closing down soon, they might be just waiting for the eShop to finally close down. I looked on my 3DS and saw all the games I had purchased from the old Game Boy eras, and it's like, oh wow, now that's pretty amazing. And if you actually look on the eShop, I haven't really seen any good deals in a long time, especially with first-party titles. So yeah, I think they basically just waited. It's closing down soon this year, and I think they waited for that. But those 2 Zelda games, Oracle of Ages. I literally learned nothing in English 10 because I was playing Oracle of Ages in the back of the classroom. So I'm pretty excited to see that game again. I hope they do something with, like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I really want them to like brighten up the colors or anything, but you know, hey, we'll see. And of course, it doesn't go, but hey, I need to do that first. Kirby, kind of vaguely remember Kirby Tilt and Tumble, but there's so many. And of course, this. Oh, Game Boy Advance. You kids don't know. All right, and I cannot wait for this one game because I just bought it. Yes, I got Mario, but this is not the game I'm excited for, and I cannot believe they haven't made a new version of what's coming. WarioWare, so silly, so silly. But let me. It should be right here. I can't wait. Got it right in my hand. I literally just picked up this copy because they haven't made a new version. Mario Kart. If you watch my live stream with my nephew, we would definitely play some Mario Kart. Oh, we used to play. I used to bring in the Advance, and my friend would bring in the GameCube, and we'd see how they'd all work together. I missed it. I don't know why people don't appreciate the Advance more. And of course, Mario Kart has to be, you know, together. It has to be together. This is definitely just for the old fans. And there it is. F-Zero. F-Zero. Oh my. Right here. Just pick this up. F-Zero Maximum Velocity. Like, when you bought the Game Boy Advance, the release day one edition, you got F-Zero Maximum Velocity, and anyone who's played F-Zero will be like, it's a great game. And for the life of me, like, I've done research online saying, and the creators are like, we want to make another F-Zero game, we're ready to do it. Where the hell has it been? Come on, Nintendo, where the hell has F-Zero been? I want an answer. Like, I know you're watching. Clearly, you would watch someone with 409 subscribers at the time of filming. Where has it been? So, I'm very excited about that. And, of course, let's wrap this up. Like, I'm loving these games here. Now, this is what annoys me. You know, cool, we get the Game Boy games, but I do not. So, you know, this is coming out, you know, at night. Wasn't expecting to do it. I literally just spent all day doing this big video on Xbox, which I'm going to push back to Saturday for the release. I really did quite a bit of work on it, but this idea that you have to buy the online subscription, you know, this is tough, especially after seeing the PlayStation Network go down, and how notorious Nintendo is at not letting you own your digital copies, and it's I don't know. I like right now. I kind of feel like if you're looking at this, like, first off, you're not going to own these games. You're just paying a subscription for them. It's not, and it used to, like, the virtual console. You thought you owned it. Like, you paid the money, and when it came out, it was such a great idea for emulation, and we all thought, you know, buying a digital copy, you'll always be able to do it. Like, it can't cost that much, and Nintendo has just been like, screw you. Up yours, fans. I've never met a company that hates their fans so much, and right now it kind of feels like, you know, addicted to Nintendo because I can't quit them. I can't quit you. It's also why I typically don't buy games on release, because at least from first-party games. If I see a game from a smaller, company, developer, yeah, I'll give them the money. But I'd rather buy used secondhand, so Nintendo doesn't even. So it's a little bit less money out of their pockets. I also, like, not even on release, I don't typically buy the brand new game because of these shenanigans right here. I'm not like anti-digital copy. It's just the fact that this copy of F-Zero right here, which is going to be on, the online expansion pack, that's kind of like, I own this. It's mine. I can get it repaired if it needs to be. But yeah, they've burned us too many times before. And while I'm excited for this, and especially since I'll have just the Game Boy ones, and I gotta wonder, when they say Game Boy, Nintendo Switch Online, does that mean the color games too? I'm trying to look at the bottom of it. I don't. That's something I want to see, and it should be online right now. That's something I'm going to check out after I'm done with this video and post everything. And yeah, it should be interesting what happens next. But this is something that caught my eye. Like I said, I don't typically do these react videos, because I like to give out a thoughtful presentation, even though it doesn't seem that way. I do like to write things out, and this is kind of just off the cuff, off the fly, first ideas. But now that I'm sitting here and looking at this, like, oh, you have to buy a subscription for games that you're never going to own, I'm not really a fan. All my excitement's just gone down. Oh, Nintendo, why do you hate us so much? But I'm going to check out the rest of them. I'm definitely just going to straight up upload this one right now. And so, if you've watched with me this entire time, you're a wonderful person. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.